Hello, everyone. My camera went off right as I logged on. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, that's my camera. All right. I get it on both my phones so that I can know what's going on. I might get a second one. I don't know. But here I go, chit-chatting away at the beginning of my video. I am so sleepy. And I broke the strap on my dress. This is not stuff you all are going... What? This is not stuff you all are going to see. It's going to be cut. Hello, everyone. I unfortunately come to you today with a follow-up to a video that I created. In case you all ever want to know what I'm ever doing. That's my saran wrap to wrap my feet at night. That's my back scratcher right there. And this little, what is this? This thing right here. That's where I keep my phones. My phone and my fans. Oftentimes I'm doing something and I'm over here. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't need to see nothing else. But somebody will call me and I'll have to turn and see what's going on, or my phone will go off. Right now I'm just trying to fix my pillows behind my back. Again, it's going to be cut. Hey, you're not going to see it. They were fixed before I moved. Okay, that's still not right. Oh, right, now it's good. Now I'm not sitting right. Okay, hello everyone. Okay. I had did a video, and the video was entitled Ben Shapiro's racist rant in 3, 2, 1. Something like that, right? Well, the guy Ben, I don't know his last name. He's always on TYT, and I don't know his last name. So I just named him Ben Shapiro, because it doesn't matter who the Ben Shapiro is. There's a lot of Ben Shapiros. So people started saying, that's not Ben Shapiro. Yeah. I'm not good with names. So yes, but these are people who have not seen my channel before. They're first timers to my channel. So they've never heard me say I'm bad with names. I forget names. I forget the man's name. He's always on TYT giving his commentary. But his name is not important, and I forgot his last name. So he became Ben Shapiro. I do that a lot. I've been diagnosed with carpal tunnel. All right. Posted a video.
At this point, y'all gotta stop playing with me. Speaking for the first time since her release less than 24 hours after walking into the
especially you people who came on my channel
and shaking the hand, by the way, of her captors as she left. When she
shook my hand.
Treated well, given food and water and medicine.
Listen to what this lady's saying.
She also said that she
especially you people who responded to my Ben Shapiro video and told me that.
And she questioned the idea. She wanted to know why they did not take more seriously warnings.
Hold on, I talked over that. Hold on.
Her walking into the arms of Israeli soldiers and shaking the hand, by the way, of her captors as she left. What she has told us is that she was treated well, given food and water and medicine, allowed to stay clean. She said she also said that she saw the network of tunnels in Gaza, that it looked like to her, quote, spider webs. And she questioned the idea. She wanted to know why they did not take more seriously warnings 3 weeks ahead of the attack. She doesn't understand why there weren't safeguards in place before the attacks, asking, frankly, the same question that many across Israel are asking right now about those attacks.
Okay.
Israel's now ramping up airstrikes.
So that's one of them. That's one of them.
This is what I was trying to say.
And then the other one is
came on to my channel.
Yeah. The other one is where I was pissed off, and I made this one.
Going to send Blanken, and if we stay out of this fight, if we stop supplying Israel, right? Here's Israel here. If we stop sending Israel with weapons, because they have an Iron Dome. And the Iron Dome was supposed to, which cost $1.6 billion this year alone. In 2022, we sent
$1 billion.
Sorry for this. I have to
okay, so anyway, that's another video that I recorded.
2022, we sent. I don't know how much we sent in 2022.
I think it was another $1 billion.
$1 billion. And in 2020.
All right. So
in 2021, we sent $1 billion or more for that Gaza Strip.
Okay. And so this is the video, what it looks like, the one on my channel. It's 156. So then I made the ranting video, because that's the last video right there is the one I made where I was pissed off that this motherfucker gonna just kill everybody after we sent all this money to him. When we've been sending this money to him, to Netanyahu, for over what, 17 years? 17 years. Or something like that. We've been sending this money. So I then made, was that a short that I made? I don't know if it was a short. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's one of these two. The one where it's either this one or this one. Because I made two. Because he was talking so much bullshit out of his mouth. I don't know which one it is. I'm going to do the one that has...
So, look,
okay, here comes some fear-mongering.
You know what the reality is. And there are no winners here, okay? Only horrible death. least somehow get the peace.
But just one last point, please, because you know for a fact that if you just let these people go, quote unquote, like you say, with Hamas in charge, they will immediately attempt and will succeed in killing mass numbers of Israelis.
No, they won't.
That's what they will do the moment they get that.
The Israelis inside Israel.
The Israelis inside Israel. The Israelis inside their own territory for certain.
Even Cenk is saying no, they won't.
And that's hundreds of thousands of Israeli people. You just cannot do that. You can't acknowledge, on the one hand, they are barbaric and horrible and they're dictatorial and.
See?
Just let them
If
go.
somebody said
What
this
happens,
about
it would be
Jewish
mass
people,
slaughter. So
what would he say?
hopefully, what I hope
And
happens
Cenk is saying, I don't believe that.
is going forward after this is done, the initiation of violence should be what.
So, look.
Okay, here comes some fear mongering.
You know what?
All right.
Reality
So
is.
all throughout, as Ben Shapiro is saying that Hamas is these horrible people and they're going to kill Israelis, and even if they weren't in charge of Israel in Israel, they would kill whether they were in charge in Palestine state or whether they were in an Israeli state. The Hamas would continue to kill Israelis. And so I tried to say to the people who came on my channel, he's just fear mongering, and he's calling them terrorists. And Cenk is saying no, because there's another part of the video where I guess they didn't listen to. And so he's saying, 60 years ago, this happened. I'm not going to go into the whole thing because they didn't listen to it. But just that part right there, I was saying, here Ben Shapiro is fear mongering again, because if you want peace, you got to stop. Somebody has to stop. Somebody has to stop. Somebody has to say, okay, you guys may have killed us, but we're not going to just indiscriminately kill everybody. And that's the shit that got me upset about what Ben Shapiro was saying, is because why do you think it's okay to kill all of the Israeli and the Palestinian people? I don't even think they heard me say that you're killing Israeli people, because Netanyahu was blowing up Israeli people. So something about me said, this is not right. Do you know in America what we're not talking about? Joe Biden's numbers went all the way down to 36. I think they went down to 32 in some polls. But the last poll where it was a consensus, it was down to 36. Trump's numbers are at 56. He can't win the election. Before the war, he was like teetering. The immigrants came in, and everything on TV, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut this part out because I didn't mean to say immigrants. People who are coming to this country as immigrants that come the right way, they belong in the country. I meant to say the migrants came in, just flooded the country. Democrats started saying, okay, let them come in. Biden's numbers took another tank, and I think that's when he went down to 32. Listen, you got Trump up there at 50-something, 56, and they're prosecuting him. It doesn't matter. He's going to prison. He's not running the country from jail, because, yes, the United States Constitution says you have to be 32, the requirements. You have to be 32 and a United States citizen. That's it. Doesn't matter if you've been to prison. Doesn't matter if you go to prison. Those are not disqualifiers. But what is a disqualifier is being convicted for crimes against the United States. Trump has done crimes against the United States, and he's going to be convicted of it. So I've been saying, people, you can be upset all you want to in my other videos. By default, Biden will be the president. But we Americans, Democrats, a lot of independents on both sides, independent Democrats, independent Republicans, and just independents who are not affiliated. We don't want Biden. I voted for Biden to get rid of Trump. Now there's nobody left for me to vote for to get rid of Biden's racist ass. Which racist was the worst? Trump. But the motherfucker's still a racist. I ain't forgot a goddamn thing that Biden said or did to put this country in the condition that it is in today, including the slaughter of innocent black people, including the slaughter of other Israelis. When that whole thing started way back when, literally yesterday, I think I was talking about what happened with Bill Clinton. I was telling telling Ronnie's my best friend, in case some of y'all don't know. It's female, not a man. I was telling her that this whole thing started because Netanyahu, this is how Netanyahu got involved. They were fighting just like they are right today. And the guy's name, I can't remember his name, but the Israeli and the Palestinians, the little short man with always wear the wrap around his head, the scarf around his head, with the glasses, and the other one was a representative from Palestine, the country, one was from the Israeli country. They came together with Bill Clinton, and they made a peace treaty. That was a big event when Bill Clinton was the president. Because before that, there was always a war. Well, this is how Netanyahu got in office. An Israeli shot and killed the Palestinian leader. They have been warring ever since. So please stop telling me at 56 years of age, I don't know what the fuck's going on in these goddamn countries. Y'all just got to this country. Y'all just finding this stuff out. And some of you Americans have been in this country all your life and you haven't been paying attention. You haven't been watching the news. I grew up watching the news with my mother. Been watching it all my life. You people are just getting involved. I may not remember their names and all the dates and all the other stuff, but I could probably look it up. But ever since then, Netanyahu was supposed to split the country back and keep peace. And he has done nothing but promote war ever since he was in. He got arrested and busted for doing something, changed the law so it benefited him, and put himself right back in. Now, 911 happens. There was all this speculation that was made up and based around politics. I don't know. We'll never know. It could have been. But there are Americans today that'll tell you they don't believe nothing like the government said about 911. Because what happened as a result of 911? Goddamn war. Well, now we have to build what? Iron Dome. Because we can't be safe as a country anymore. We so weakened now. Our defenses are so weakened. Our airports are so weakened that these ISIS came over here, got in the planes and attacked the Twin Towers and almost ran into the Pentagon and almost ran into what's the other thing they almost crashed into? The guy stopped it. One of the guys on the plane They wrestled the guy down, so he didn't do it. There was 3 objects they were going after, and they didn't make it. Maybe it was the Pentagon. Is the other one that he got wrestled down from? But they were supposed to blow up the Pentagon, blow up the Twin Towers, which they did. They managed to do that, and there was something else they were aiming to blow up. So 9/11 happened, and the reason that happened is because George Bush, not Walker the drunk, but Bush the father, gave weapons to Yahoo, and they decided to get. They took the goddamn weapons, blew up those people, and then Hamas kids who were left kidless, parentless. Those kids became older, and then they joined the fascist group over there. They became ISIS, and so on and so forth. And this is the same thing with Hamas. So somebody said to me, Hamas is the Palestinian government. No, they're not. The Palestinians have an actual government, but they've been overrun by Hamas. Same thing with Hezbollah. Same thing with ISIS. I think the people behind this is Iran, because you all tell them y'all divide that land, y'all keep leaving you keep leaving the Canaanites out. I ain't gonna tell you who the Canaanites are. Go look it up. I already said it in my other video several times. The video I made last year, I said who the Canaanites are and who that land was supposed to be left to. So here come 2 European motherfuckers, don't own nothing, don't have no rights to nothing, and they make up this agreement. Well, who the fuck are you to say this is who's going to own the West Bank, this is who's going to own the Gaza Strip, this part, the southern part, the northern part? That whole thing blew up because Netanyahu said not going to follow that. Okay, so time moves on. Time moves on. That's why I can't remember these names. I'm just remembering that these events happened, but I don't remember the names of the people who made the agreements. But again, you 2 are from Europe. So how the fuck are 2 of you going to feel that you're going to come together and do this? Want to know why? Because they're colonists. And they wanted to colonize West Bank. So they figure we got the arms, we got the army, we got the guns, we in charge, motherfucker. Well, that did last. Okay, so here we go to today. Well, no, let's not do today. Let's do Obama. Because when Obama was president, Iran was able to amass weapons of mass destruction. But everybody wanted the first black president. Oh, we got to have the first black president. Okay. So moving right along, y'all happy now with your first black president? I keep telling y'all, the Democrats and the Republicans call each other different names, but they all work together. They're all capitalist. And American people continue to vote for capitalists. You're going to keep getting the same result. All right, Hamas. Hamas was born out of whatever war that happened that killed their parents and left them as little young teenage boys. And as long as you leave young teenage boys and girls after you blow up their homes, the fascists that will come along and say, follow us. We'll give you food. We'll give you training, whatever. And it's going to happen again. Because like I said in my other video, you just blew up all those buildings in the Palestinian and in the West Bank of Gaza, or wherever you blew them up. You killed a lot of parents. So you just made a lot more Hamases and Hezbollahs and ISIS. That's what you created. Now, Hamas with a grain of salt, I'm going to say Hamas killed one to 2,000 Israeli people. I believe it's October 3rd is when they attacked. But what we know for sure is they're claiming that they did attack Iran. They took some handheld rockets, they shot it up in the air, and I guess it landed and it killed whomever it killed. And then they went and took video of them killing, or somebody took video of somebody killing, and they said it was Hamas who did it. I don't see nobody's face, so I don't know why you say it's Hamas. But the claim is that Hamas did all of the killing. Now, don't say that I'm taking up for Hamas, because Hamas has claimed that they did this killing and they took these 2,000, these 200 people, which I said they took people. Before the news said that they took people, I said the people, they may have killed some people. I don't believe they killed as many of those Israeli people as the news is reporting. Because at the point that the news was reporting to us that the Israeli people were being slaughtered and murdered, Hamas should have been long gone. All right, because y'all reporting things live as it happens, and if at one channel reporting something live and another channel reporting something live, you can't have two things happening live at the same time. Either Hamas has already left or Hamas just killed somebody. Get your stories together. So, because I don't want you to think, what is this lady talking about? Where is she coming up with this? I watch news all the time, and all the news is live all the time. So get your stories together, because what you are conveying to people who are watching the news, or people who are avid news watchers, is that you claim Hamas did this killing, and yes, Hamas could have 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 or 10 different groups, but the way you're conveying it to the public, it's as if they're no longer in this part of Israel, but these Israeli people have been murdered. And then and then another station says they're in the same part of Israel, and these people are missing. Are they missing, or are they murdered? I said they were missing. This is before the news came out and said what they said. About a whole week before. Because I got a commenter, and they're telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I said, sir, da 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 da. But the smart thing to do, if I was Hamas playing devil's advocate, I'm going to play both sides. First, I'm Netanyahu, or however you say it. And I say, these Hamas people attacked my citizens. They attacked my country. They attacked my citizens. I don't know why my $1 billion system didn't work. I don't know why I didn't adhere to the warnings that I got 3 weeks ahead of time that said that they were going to do this, and turn my radio and my batteries so that I could hear what they were saying and prevent them from doing this 3 weeks ago. Forget all of that now. I'm going to let them kill my citizens, and then I can retaliate. This will help me get money from the Americans, because I know the Americans are saps. And I know that the other half of the Americans are capitalists, and them motherfuckers going to want to make backdoor money. So I'm going to start a war. See, I'm Netanyahu now. Listen, I am, in quotes, I am Netanyahu right now. When I finish being Netanyahu, I'm going to be Hamas. Hamas. You get it? So I want to wipe out everybody that's associated with Hamas. And if I happen to get Hezbollah and ISIS along with them, good for me. But one thing I am going to do is get billions of dollars from the United States government, because my coffers are getting a little low and I want some new weaponry. And I know that those greedy ass Americans we already know how to get it set up so that they get those judges to sign those orders, and they get their money paid into a company that they are a silent partner in, and they get a check for the rest of their life, and nobody ever finds out about it. All I need to do is get my buddy Biden to help me. One hand washes the other. His numbers are down. And if I help him right now by starting a war and killing a few thousand of my people, he'll help me and get me a whole bunch of money from out of his Congress. So what I'm going to do is, it's a win-win for both of us. His ratings will go up. The country will galvanize around him, because that's what stupid Americans do every time there's a war. They'll vote him back in because, oh, surely he has to be back in. It's a war. It's a war. And then he'll get me the money that I need for myself and for my country to do what I want. In the meantime, I'm going to blow up every Palestinian neighborhood, take out all those tunnels. If there's people in there, I already sent the flyers out. I'm showing it on the news that I sent the flyers out for everybody to go to the South Bank. And when the people get to the South Bank, I'm going to starve those motherfuckers, whoever's left. Because Hezbollah is mixed all in there. Men, women, children. I'm going to wipe out all of them, as many as I can. I'm going to say I'm going to cease fire, but I'm not going to do it. See, that's Netanyahu's plan. I'm going to say I'm going to negotiate with him, but I'm going to blow up as many buildings as I can until I absolutely have to stop. Until I get everything that I want, then I'm going to kill the rest of the motherfuckers and wipe out all of them. And if Palestinians are in there, and if they got a couple of Israel or American Israel in their coffers with them, and the only way to get rid of all the Hezbollah, and ISIS people that are all mixed up in there, to get rid of that fascist group so that they never come after me again, so that they're never a headache, so that I can run Israel in peace with the big coffer of the United States money in my bank account, is to kill every single solitary roach, crevice, and crawl space. I'm going to blow it up. And I got enough money to rebuild it. I got $60 billion coming my way. The people will forgive me. I'll be a hero. I'll build for Israel, and I'll build for Palestinian, and we'll have a new peace treaty. See, that's me if I'm Netanyahu. Kill my own people to start a war. Say, the terrorists did it. Everybody's going to say Hezbollah did everything. Even if they didn't do everything, everybody's going to say that they did everything. Nobody is going to think that I did anything. I'm Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, another Benjamin. Now I'm Hezbollah. Not Hezbollah. Now I'm Hamas. I am Hamas, in quotes. Okay, we took some hand rockets and we shot them into the neighborhood of the Israelis. Some people were murdered. But our intention was to show, one, Americans are wasting their money sending billions of dollars because we can get into the wall. And you're paying billions of dollars for what? So somebody wanted us to know that. That's one reason. Another reason is, two, we need hostages to negotiate with. So Hamas never planned on killing the Israelis. At least not all of them. At least not as many as have been portrayed. I see trucks and trucks and trucks and trucks and trucks worth of dead Israelis. Why? Then there's a man that came on TV from the United States Army. It said the bombs that Hamas uses only starts fire flashes in cars and only puts little surface bombs in on the ground. Then who blew up all those neighborhoods where those Israeli live? See, that's why y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. You releasing one video that says one thing, and then your other video you got a whole firestorm where Hamas took the little same old handheld rockets and blew down a whole entire building, but you got your United States Army guy coming in and swearing to God that they don't have enough to take down a whole building. Y'all doing too much. Y'all saying too much to the public. So people who are avid news watchers, we listen to this and we say, wait, this can't, somebody is not telling the truth. Somebody's feet stink and they don't know Jesus. Somebody not telling the truth. Two things cannot be saying at the same time. And then I'm talking to the guy in the chat, and he telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Hamas killed everybody. And I said, it doesn't make sense that Hamas would kill everybody. If they want something, then that they would have kidnapped the people. Well, I said that about a week ago. A week later, Hamas has 210 Israeli people, and they're captured that they get kidnapped. Right. Because if I'm Hamas again, I'm going to kidnap these people, and I'm going to take them with me because this is my whole card. This is my get out of jail card. And if it comes down to it, I'm going to go get people who are important to the news media, people who are important to political people, people who are loved in the community. See, this who I'm going to kidnap. I know who the fuck I'm kidnapping if I'm Hamas. I'm Hamas now. I'm not going to just randomly go get anybody that nobody gives a fuck about. I'm going to know who you are. I'm going to have lived amongst you for the past 5 years so that I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you know. I know exactly who I'm kidnapping. I know exactly what time you go to where you go. So I can plan and coordinate everything so we can kidnap, we can start at this end of the town and work our way through and kidnap everybody that we need to, and have a group over here, kidnap them people, and everybody, a group over here, kidnap these people. We can have about 10 groups at the same time, kidnapping everybody at the same time, while there's a distraction over here. We over here kidnapping everybody. It doesn't make sense for us to be killing people when we are trying to kidnap everyone. We don't want to be seen. We want to be kidnapping. We don't want to be seen killing motherfuckers. We want to be kidnapping people. So people have been disappearing and being kidnapped. You really think they kidnapped everybody in one night? They've been snatching people for a minute. At least 3 days in advance. At least. They've been snatching these people. They ain't snatch all 200 people in one night. At least I wouldn't if I was Hamas. I'm Hamas. So now I'm at the point where I want to negotiate. Well, I know what I want. I'm not going to tell the media what I want, but I want to negotiate. And if I feel as Hamas that, okay, I hear you blowing up stuff. I hear you blowing up our campgrounds. Blow them up. Those campgrounds are of no use to me because why? You know where they are. But you don't know where my new campgrounds are. If I'm Hamas. You can blow them up because really all you're doing is tearing up the neighborhood that the people live in. It serves me no further purpose. Once you find out where my little roach hole is, it don't serve me no further purpose to even go back there. The block is hot. I don't need it no more. But if I'm Netanyahu, I don't know where all your little tunnels are. So I'm going to blow up all the little tunnels everywhere. I'm not going to leave no tunnel blown up. So that means I got to kill everybody. I got to send everybody to the South Bank, starve them, make them thirsty, freeze them out, punish them motherfuckers because they kept shush. Because if I'm Netanyahu, I'm back to being Netanyahu. Oh, you motherfuckers knew because they lived amongst you for 5 years. So I don't care if you ain't got no water. I don't care if your water is contaminated. But that's what y'all get for voting a motherfucker like Netanyahu back in office. Not the Palestinians. I'm talking about the Israelis. He was supposed to go to jail. He is a corrupt motherfucker, and so is Joe Biden. But I understand having to vote for one corrupt motherfucker because the other corrupt motherfucker is so worse than the other corrupt motherfucker. You got to vote for a corrupt motherfucker because that was Trump and Biden. So I understand. Anyway, I'm back to being Hamas. The bottom line is, if I'm Hamas and I know I have allies that are helping me, and if the help from the allies is not working and I still got 200 people and you still going to kill all of us anyway, I'm going to kill every last motherfucking one. Now I released 2. Now I released 2 more. And you still blowing up stuff. And you still not trying to meet me anyway. Now I'm going to start sending out body parts. And if body parts don't get the bombs to stop, and I know you're going to kill me anyway, then we all just going to die. You're not going to get another person. Here's Biden. No, I don't know who Hamas thinks they are. That's not how it's done. We have to have all the hostages. You must think these people are a bunch of goddamn saps and fools, Biden. Why would they give you every single solitary... you really are old ass motherfucking man. You don't know how to play spades. You don't know how to play pity pat. Why would Hamas, if this is truly Hamas, you're going to start getting body parts. If this is Hamas, how I'm being Hamas, if this is Hamas, then all of the captured people will be released to you. All of the hostages will be released. If this is Hamas. Now, I have not seen that one picture of one face of one terrorist. And normally, just like they did with ISIS, they had pictures of who the members of ISIS were. Why haven't we seen any pictures of who Hamas is? Y'all don't know what these people look like? I want to see the pictures spread across so we know who we're looking for. And see, this is why I'm back to Netanyahu. I don't even know what these little motherfuckers look like, so I'm going to kill every last one of them. And the Palestinians are covering for them. Now I'm back to being Hamas. Hamas. Because nobody knows who Hamas is. You don't have no pictures of Hamas up. Hamas could be that woman who, not for nothing, she shook their hand. This is the message that this lady was told to say. Because you're not going to make me believe she said this of her own accord. She shook their hand when they left. All of that was for show. So somebody wanted the news media to report that this lady shook hands with Hamas. That's a signal. See, I was put in prison around criminals and for 11 years. And criminals are not smart. They're criminals. They're emotional. but they don't sit and they don't think. Well, I'm a thinker. So while I was in the prison, I would always talk them out of doing what they wanted to do, and I would get them to do what I wanted them to do so that it would benefit me too. And oftentimes I would take the charge. So in my prison record, I think I got like 5,000 disciplinary charges written against me. I think on the books, because they threw a lot of them out. I think on the books it's like 1,500 of them stuck. But they literally wrote me about 5,000 charges in the 11 years that I was there. Because I was using the inmates to do what I needed them to do. Mostly so they wouldn't kill me or beat me up anymore, because the officers were beating me up. But I didn't want to get the inmates in trouble. So again, most people who commit crimes are emotional. They're not thinkers. Whereas I'm sitting in here, I haven't committed a crime, but fuck, you put me in here around a bunch of criminals, so I might as well use them because they're at my disposal. I might as well use them. And then, when you're around people like that and you start talking to them, you form a bond with them and you understand their story of how they got there. Just making wrong decisions to put them where they are. And that's why they keep coming back. And society doesn't help them. So, I don't want to make a decision that gets them in trouble or gets them a blue sheet. They're going to get enough blue sheets without me. So I would manipulate the system and manipulate the situation so that I would get the blue sheet, but I would still get the outcome that I wanted. So now I have street cred. I mean, it's not real street cred, but it's prison street cred. Don't knock my street cred. Don't knock my street cred. All right. I had a horrible time in there. I'm joking about it now, but that's because I can joke about it now. But they administrators and prison officials and officers, especially those that did not like me, I had a horrible time. They had triple horrible time. Yeah. Every day for 11 years. So the mention of my name is not going to be well received. All right. The Hamas, and which is why I mentioned this. I'm sorry, this is moving. If I'm Hamas and I am of a criminal mind, and I'm thinking that, I've released these people, I've released the next people, and they're still blowing up. They have dignitaries speaking to them, because see, Hamas is in touch with their backers, and their backers is talking to Netanyahu, and he's still blowing up 4,000 or 500 bombs dropping every day, every night. And this is just the ones that's being reported. His army is still crawling through them streets. But all of this is not Hamas, is what I wanted to come on here and say. Or a lot of this is Hamas, and they should be captured. What's up there?
Hello.
I am making a video.
Hello.
You can't hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, fuck. I hate when that happens. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I'm right in the middle, or right at the end of making my video. Oh, so tread lightly with what you say.
Oh, I'm just calling you to tell you, Cohen and Trump is in court.
What happened?
Cohen and Trump is in court.
Oh, is it live right now?
They just saying what's really going on in court because they got one person in there and they ain't showing.
Okay, that's the federal thing. They're not showing it; they're just saying it.
They showed Trump and Cohen before he went into court, and they talking about what happened in court.
Mm-hmm.
Trump looked like, he looked like his regular self. I mean, he ain't making no faces or nothing because cameras probably watching or people watching them, so he ain't acting a fool.
Mm-hmm. Carmen, this is my friend. This is my best friend Carmen. So shut up.
And the Ellis, the young girl, just pled guilty. She
yes,
like a damn Karen on there.
What?
Crying and shit, but her damn although she was smiling, now the bitch read the letter. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have dug in more and I should have dug into the situation more and found proof for myself instead of just believing him.
I gotta watch that.
Girl, that shit was funny as hell. Crying up in there.
I saw it this morning, but I had to go to the doctor to take a test. And my mail is here. I had to go take a test, and so I haven't watched it since I've been back. And then I just started making this damn video. I mean, I'm cutting this part out anyway, most of it, because I'm just messing with my neighbor Carmen upstairs. She gonna second and shit. I had no friends because she's speaking Spanish to the guy Ivan, to the maintenance guy. I said, "Shut up!" out the window. I was cursing her out. So people think we be arguing for real, but we don't be arguing for real. So I'm gonna cut the video so like just certain parts to show.
Well, that's what's going on.
Yeah, I gotta. Because they released a lady, to two old ladies, and the Hamas, released to two old ladies. So that's what I'm making a video on now, because this person that wrote me going to tell me that some bullshit that they said on my channel, and it's written on there, so I can like pull it up and literally show them, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, it's still on there. Right, I know y'all motherfuckers gonna stop playing. Y'all gonna stop playing. This lady come out talking about they shook the hand and Hamas was nice, and she shook the Hamas hand, and then she wants to know. Check this out, Ronnie. The old lady want to know why the Iran Defense Forces did not do something 3 weeks before they set the fucking bombs off, and that's the exact motherfucking thing I said. You got the Iron Dome. Iron Dome's supposed to hear a motherfucker fart.
Because it's all
how you no, the Iron Dome can hear it. That I'm just telling you, Netanyahu and Biden set this shit up together. This war was planned.
Yes, it was, and we knew it was coming. Trump even said it was coming. Damn it,
Trump knows.
Yes, Trump said it too. He said it.
And he ain't say nothing. He ain't said a damn thing about no war was coming from Hamas.
He the one who wanted to start the war, but he was.
No, you talking about different war, not this one, not these people.
He been said it a long time ago, girl. It's about to be a damn war. He said it.
He was talking about a civil war with MAGA, not these people, not Israel. He's talking about MAGA. Yes, he is. He was talking about MAGA.
That's what y'all think. He know Trump. Trump's stupid.
No, he not.
Some certain things he say is he.
No, he not.
What's going on?
Trump ain't stupid. He just acts stupid. Everybody keeps saying Trump's stupid. No, he not.
Yeah, telling them damn people your property only worth $70,000, and he talking about put 700,000 up there. That's
and they believe the dumbass is with them. You gonna let a motherfucker tell you your property is worth $700 million and it ain't worth but 70.
here. You keep writing the shit down, and your
Right.
ass go to jail. He don't even write you, send you a pair of socks or nothing, motherfucker.
Now
Sent you
listen.
twice. Look, sent you twice.
This is why I don't pay no attention to the federal case. The federal case, they ain't even take his fingerprints.
Take who fingerprints?
The federal cases that the guy Jack Smith, the Republican that's prosecuting him, I'm not paying those cases no mind. He ain't take a mugshot. He ain't take a fingerprint. They had 3 judges or 4 judges sitting in the case at his indictment. They trying to get this motherfucker off. But he definitely did not know about Hamas. Nobody knew about Hamas. Not even me. I'm talking about
Girl, they said it was gonna start with the kings first, or something.
With the what?
Is even in the damn Bible or something? It's gonna start with the kings, and they called the Midwest over there, wherever the fuck they at, the kings.
Oh, right, but I'm just saying, Netanyahu we've been sending him $1 billion. So when the old lady came out,
they all been sending them money, and guess what?
I'm talking about the American taxpayers, our dollars, our money.
They just put across the goddamn screen for them to help Hamas to send the money.
Shit. Hamas gets his money from Iran. Hamas gets his money from Iran.
They just gave United States just gave them both fucking money, girl. Bye.
Gave who money?
Iran and Israel. They gave them both money.
No, we don't give Iran money, Sharon.
Girl, they just said they gave Iran fucking money. That's why I know it's a hoax. It's a fucking they doing this shit on purpose, girl.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the billions of dollars that was being held.
Girl, they just gave them both money, and they still asking. They just put on TV to give Hamas money.
Okay, well, again,
they just put that shit up there. I just see it.
Yes, yeah, they saying it's for something else, but the people are saying it's going to the Iran government, but they saying it's for something else.
No, they giving both sides government. They playing with us, and they about to start a real goddamn war playing around.
Well, there might be a real war coming because New
York and everybody already going crazy. Girl, all them people standing outside and look like they're about to fight.
Well, I don't think Iran's going to get involved because they got their money and it's not to their benefit to get involved. But Netanyahu is the one who started this.
Shooting off bombs.
Huh?
They said Iran was shooting off bombs.
It wasn't.
Girl, I seen it on TV.
When? Today?
Yesterday.
Oh yes, but that's what our army that's out in the ocean. I'm talking about in Israel.
Girl, I'm talking about Iran.
Right, that's a whole different country altogether. I'm talking about the lady who was just released.
Because I know Iran is helping motherfucking what's the name, but what the hell?
They don't have net. That's what I'm saying. Is you mixing apples and oranges. It's all fruit. But I'm talking about right now, this lady that they just released, the 2 old ladies that they just released.
I seen them.
Right. I'm trying to tell you what she said. That she said basically the same thing I said. Since they had the Iron Dome, and she didn't mention the Iron Dome. She said the Israeli Defense Forces, the IDF. She said, why 3 weeks before Hamas attacked, why didn't the Israeli Defense Forces do something to stop Hamas? And that's what the fuck I'm saying. If you already know, because you listening in and you knew they were about to attack you, why didn't you stop them?
I watched them when the dome intercepted the thing in the beginning, but then they act like the shit was broke and they bombed the thing so it don't work no more.
No, you missed the whole point. Her point and mine was, why didn't you stop it before they even blew up anybody? And my point was because Biden and Netanyahu wanted this war to happen. Because 3 weeks before they set off the handheld bombs, the Iron Dome is listening to everything. If you listening to everything,
in the beginning, when they first started bombing, it was intercepting everything. It was. I seen it with my own eyes.
That's the purpose of it. It intercepts everything.
That in the beginning.
No, it still does it now. It still intercepts it now. It ain't nothing the matter with the Iron Dome.
They said it was fucked up.
No, it's not. It's nothing the matter with the Iron Dome. It's one of the batteries that got hit. The Iron Dome is nothing the matter with the Iron Dome. Just one of the batteries got hit. Iron Dome still works.
It was fucked up. I seen it on the shit. They was like the shit broken down. Don't work.
No, there's absolutely nothing negative. There's absolutely nothing the matter with the. You know how big that motherfucking Iron Dome is?
Yeah, I know how big it is.
Oh, so there's, if you take out one little battery cell, that's like it still works 100%. So her point was, because she just got released yesterday, and in my video that I released, I know the Iron Dome can hear any plans that they were making. If they fart, the Iron Dome can hear it.
Well, anyway,
We way the fuck over here in America. If you can hear what the fuck we saying in America, why can't you hear what the fuck Hamas is saying? What Hamas is in Israel.
Well, pretty much we saying the same thing. It's all a joke and a hoax. Motherfucking shit.
No, I'm not saying it's a joke or a hoax. What I'm saying is Netanyahu and Biden planned this, and they murdered those fucking people, and then they pinning it off on Hamas. Hamas did kill.
It's a joke and a hoax, motherfucker. It's a joke and a hoax.
Well, it's not a joke to me.
Really fighting against each other when other people started the shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't call that. Well, people died, so it's not a joke, but it is a hoax.
I mean, it's a joke to them because you doing all this for what? To claim a land that ain't yours?
No. Netanyahu is doing it because he wants to help Biden with his goddamn numbers. Biden went down to 32. We don't want Biden to be reelected. Now everybody, oh, it's a war. We got to reelect Biden. We still don't want Biden, but you know, people gonna go right out there and vote for Biden because it's in the middle of a war. And now they're trying to drag Iran into the war out in the sea, because that just happened yesterday. Or Sunday. That's when the naval ships had to go out into the sea because Iran was shooting bombs somewhere. But on October 3rd, when Hamas used the handheld rockets, 3 weeks before that in September, they knew that they were going to do this. So why didn't you stop them? Why would you let them kill the Israeli people?
Because it's all a joke to them. I'm not saying it's a joke to us, but it's a joke to them because they playing with people's lives.
Well, they killing Israelis, and they kill. And that's not to say that Hamas did not kill people. But I said in the comments, Hamas' purpose in doing this was to kidnap people so that they could get what they want.
They had the whole army lined up. How the fuck they get across that goddamn wall? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is, and they didn't do nothing. Just let them come in there and kill them. Like, that don't even sound right.
Because they don't have an army lined up. They have an Iron Dome.
Girl, you ain't see all them tanks lined up?
The tanks are there now, Sharon. Before the 3rd. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. You ain't seen the tanks nowhere. You haven't.
The tanks lining up against the wall?
No, because
my friend sitting right here, we seen it.
Not before October 3rd. They're not that heavily armed. They're there, but they're not to the degree that you're looking at right now. They're there.
Well, I don't know what you didn't see, but me and my friend sitting right here, and before October 3rd, they had the motherfucking tanks. That was the first thing they had.
Before October 3rd, they weren't even showing Israel.
On my TV, they were.
They weren't, because they hadn't blown them up. They don't show Israel on American TV every day.
They didn't use them at all. They did not use them. that was the confusion. Like, why you got all these tanks? You let them come through the wall, and y'all didn't do nothing with them tanks. They still didn't use them.
Oh, I think you talking about those are the tanks that we supplied to them, Sharon.
Girl, it was enough to cover the wall, and that wall was from.
Right. That's you're talking about. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. They weren't there before the war. That's the shit that we sent to them.
Because I seen them.
Fine. You couldn't have seen them before October 3rd. They weren't showing Israel before October 3rd because they hadn't blew the fucking place up before October 3rd. They hadn't blown it up. How could you see tanks in Israel lining the wall? They weren't showing it on our American TV stations.
On CNN, honey, they show everything.
Not before October, and you don't even watch CNN, so stop it.
Yes, I do.
That's you watch CNN.
Channel basically watches MSN because I don't like boxing up 2 and 4, so I watch these people.
And they were not showing the West Bank Gaza wall with tanks lined up on it.
Okay, don't tell me what I didn't see.
No, I believe you saw them but it wasn't before. It was after they blew it up because we sent a bunch of tanks. We, America, Biden's ass and them, they sent a whole bunch of tanks over to Israel, and they are lining the walls. But that's the shit that we sent to them. That wasn't there prior to that. Then the motherfucker gonna ask for $60 billion to send to Israel and $40 billion to send to Ukraine. $40 more billion. Ukraine just got $9 billion. They ain't sent nothing.
Girl.
They ain't sent nothing.
How you think they let them 2 old ladies go? Yes, the fuck they did.
No, they didn't send nothing. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm, for one thing, Biden can't get the money because we don't have no Speaker of the House.
Girl.
That's another thing that I told the person in my comments. I ain't even worrying about no money that Biden is asking for because we ain't got no Speaker of the House, and you can't get the money to send nothing to nobody unless if the bill goes through the House of Representatives and the Senate. And as long as they still arguing over who gonna be Speaker, I ain't even worrying about it.
What's his name? Tom.
Who?
Tom who? Tom Emmer.
Say it again.
Tom Emmer. They about to put his ass in.
Today they voted on somebody today.
They didn't vote them in yet. Ain't they voting now?
Oh, they can't. I mean, did the GOP?
They supposed to be doing something this afternoon. I know I saw. They said they was about to vote his ass in.
The GOP, not the whole House of Representatives. Just when I left this morning for the doctors, the Republicans, they're called the GOP, Grand Old Party. They still had not selected someone to be their leader.
They trying to do it this afternoon, girl. This evening, sometime. They said it. They said they talking about putting Tom.
Oh, so then they selected somebody. Okay, then they selected somebody. All right.
They didn't put it on TV yet. Like, I'm still waiting for them to do the shit.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be the speaker. It's just that the Republicans have to select somebody to put up, and then the Democrats and the Republicans have to vote on him together. But when I went to the doctors, they didn't even have anyone yet. So now they got a name. Yeah. Like I said, I came home and I washed my dishes and I cooked the food and I made the video, which I'm still making.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got him. I don't know because he got to get 217 votes. If he don't get 217 votes, he not gonna be speaker either. So until there's a Speaker of the House, and then the Republicans are saying they're not giving Ukraine any more money, and they not sending $60 billion the fuck to So Biden could go out there and announce anything he want to announce. I'm going to request $100 billion. Okay, then everybody said to give black people reparations will cost $14 billion. So you should be requesting $114 billion. Because you said there was no money for reparations. So now here come 2 wars and you could come up with $100 billion? Okay. So that's why I say I understand why black men and black people stop voting. If they register to vote and vote these motherfuckers out of office, put somebody in office that is not not a capitalist. That's not a Republican. That's not a capitalist. Just put your goddamn neighbor in. Put regular people in and get rid of these motherfuckers in suits and ties with Ivy League educations. Wait till I run my campaign next year.
But some fake Ivy League, because we don't know if they was put through school, because...
Or if they fucked their way through it. Yeah. Exactly. But what I do know for a fact is our country has been run by everybody that's got all this college education and all this work experience, and we...
No book smarts, no street smarts, no...
right.
We don't go around to each town and figure out...
Right, and we ain't got shit.
We don't give a damn what we want.
Right, we ain't got shit. We in debt. We always in war. So then, then let the regular people.
If we try doing what we asked for, it might.
They never do that. They tell us, don't pull yourself up by your bootstrings. Well, if you stop sending $100 billion of my taxes to another country and put the money in my pocket. Then I can pull myself up by my bootstraps. As long as you taking my collective tax dollars that you collected from all of us.
Watching every dollar you fucking get.
Exactly.
You don't get no more. Like, who the fuck does that? Ain't that against the fucking law?
No, because you'll keep staying home, not voting these motherfuckers out of office. I swear to God, I can't wait till I run for president next year.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit is ridiculous. What the fuck is in your wallet?
That's why I said money for the people, so that everybody can get weekly checks, and they put money in the budget for war, so the president can spend that money. All you got to do is the president hires the secretary, the treasury for the United States. My secretary, the treasury, is going to do what I say, and if I say cut everybody in America that's an American a check every week, that's what the fuck my secretary gonna do with the money. We're not gonna spend the money on wars.
Look, I'm my own federal boss, and I'm about to run up in your motherfucking office and weed out all the motherfucking jerks.
Doesn't matter. The president controls this, and that's another reason. The main reason why I'm running is to explain to people in America how this shit works. And I heard them say, "Oh, well, they don't understand. The money that's to put in the defense is different. That's a different pot of money." Bitch, all money comes through the general. All taxes are collected through the general account, and you allocate the most money that you collect for us to wars. That should tell people something.
Well, FYI, it's a Section 8 thing open. I forgot when it damn closed.
Oh.
For today or something.
Okay. Why you wasting time on the phone with me?
It was only open for a minute because I just saw it. Well, I seen the one from Georgia. Theirs was only open for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, okay.
And then the one for New Jersey popped up.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw that one yesterday.
I know that motherfucker ain't open.
It's about to close real soon, like today, tomorrow, something like that.
Oh, okay.
But it was only open for a little bit too. Not for 30 days, nothing like that.
Oh, they ain't never open for 30 days.
And this one said...
Their motherfuckers will open up and they'll say until the list is full. And that motherfucker will be full in 5 minutes and then it'll be closed right back down.
And that's exactly what's going on because it said as soon as they reach, let's say they only getting 5,000 or 500 or something like that.
It's a lot, yeah.
If they go and close it.
They close it right back down. Yeah.
And Georgia was only for 3 days.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a long ass time. Girl, I gotta cut all this conversation out of this goddamn video.
And they gave all the funds out to New Jersey right now. They got funds for Homelessness, everything. So should nobody be the fuck outside? I mean,
Who got funds for homelessness?
remember, I think you even said it just the other day.
I never said that. I said they have no funds for homelessness.
No, they just gave a whole bunch of money. They got it.
All right. I don't know about I don't know. I didn't hear it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just haven't been looking. I ain't seen nothing, and I get an email from the governor's office, and I ain't seen nothing about that. But what I do know is that we have a $6 billion surplus in New Jersey. So they could have did it with state money if they wanted to. But I know ain't no federal money coming from nowhere. But we do have state money that the governor can give toward it.
I can show you them too.
What you watching?
Wait, say that one more time. The same two lawyers that represented Jana Ellis is the same two lawyers that represented the McMichaels trial.
I was sure. I mean, it was his job.
Yeah.
Tracking down the shower.
What?
Represented Jana Ellis.
Oh, because she couldn't find an attorney at first. So I wonder if they did her. She didn't have the money. So I wonder if they did her pro bono.
She from Colorado. She don't know nothing about those girls in prison.
Ain't that near one of them going to prison?
They say you don't want to go to Georgia prison, bitch.
Don't worry, they ain't going. Trump is going to prison. Trump is going to prison.
One of the two people that got felonies is going. So far.
The attorney, all three that already did the plea deals, their plea deals do not include any prison sentence. It's three of them altogether. The man with the blonde hair, the Sydney, the attorney, and the first man with the black hair. All three of them. None of they can't be in contact with Trump or any of the other defendants, and their testimony is going to be used in the federal trial. So yeah, he is definitely going to prison. That's why I ain't even worried about him trying to get the fuck rid of Biden, racist motherfucking ass.
Wow.
See? Hair and hair.
Yeah.
I'll show you. See him, right? That's when they were found guilty. Right? Now look at that.
Because she said she ain't had no money.
What they say?
See him? See?
Jenna Ellis in tears.
Yep.
I know your fake ass crying.
I gotta watch that.
The attorney. There she is. And there's the other one.
You should see her half smiling reading that shit.
Yeah, because they have to pay a fine.
We know already. We lost the case, and they got sentenced to life.
And look how.
Oh, you talking about the brothers? Yeah.
I'm just gonna take her money. Look how she's looking at her like, yeah, Ellis, I got you, bitch. I'm gonna take all your money.
Yep, I got all.
Look how she's looking at her.
Because those two understand Georgia state law.
Yeah, they just lost
2 years ago, and they
and she gonna get losers. You dumb bitch. So she gonna use them too. That lost.
She told her we better take a plea.
No, I think they did her pro bono.
And she told her to take a plea deal. And she.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think they represented her pro bono without charge because she was complaining because she didn't have any money. The lady y'all talking about now. So I'd have to look it up to see whether she promised to pay them off, later on.
She ain't had no money.
Right, and she wanted Trump to. She was.
Hell no. That shit. Her parents paid, right?
Her what?
Her parents probably paid for that shit. Shit, I don't think she did pro bono.
No, that's what I said. I'm gonna have to see if they did her pro bono, if they released it or not, because she had zero money. But they could have did it like on, you know, how they do it and just do like a retainer.
Her mama probably put up her house shit.
Shit. I don't know.
Oh, she had to pay $214,000.
Right. For her bond. He's right. That's what I'm saying. And she didn't have the money for an attorney to represent her in the trial. That's what I'm saying. So, and they said that she was looking for an attorney. What'd you say?
I said her parents put up the house already. They ain't got
I don't know. They didn't say nothing about no parents or nothing. They just said she did not have money for an attorney to represent her. That's the last I heard. But all right, let me now. This thing say an hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut.
Oh, okay.
Ran my damn mouth. Running my mouth. You know how I get when I get on the phone with you, child. All right, let me get this vitamin. Woo. All right, I'll talk to you later. Let me cut this video out because it was only supposed to be 20 minutes. I think it was at 59 when I picked it up when I got on the phone with you.
All right.
Bye, you guys. Talk to you later. All right. Lord only knows where I left off at. Hamas. There's no way that I would turn over one more hostage. It doesn't make sense. If you're going to kill indiscriminately my people, if you're going to kill indiscriminately me, if you're going to kill indiscriminately, destroy indiscriminately all the tunnels that the lady was talking about. She come out talking about tunnels. Why? That's code. That's code to somebody like me. Handshakes and tunnels. I seen it all. What the fuck are you talking about, lady? Who told you to say that? You know why? Old people be like, I'm almost in the grave anyway. I'm telling everything I saw. Or it's cryptic. The other three didn't say that. But this lady, she doing the most. All right, but jokes aside, it's horrible. This is the type of government that we have now, and it's unfortunate that these things happen. But if we don't get rid of Biden, they will continue to happen. And if you people keep Netanyahu, these things will continue to happen. If you guys keep putting in people that are racist, these things will continue to happen. There's money to be made behind war, but you can make just as much money without the war. It shouldn't take tragedy to make us go to the polls and vote. It shouldn't take the sympathy of somebody losing their life to make us go to the polls and vote for somebody. Oh, now we got to vote for Biden because Biden wants to pass this money. And, we Democrats need to stick together. Negative. I've been hearing this since I was a child. I have been hearing this same old story. You could change the names, but the story stays the same. And so this is what I was saying to the people, on my to the people who responded to me. This is senseless. Now, there is
Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, dilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungandishilana. Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, dilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungandishilana. Dilondoloze, dilondoloze, uhambe nami.
oh, that was beautiful. Okay. There was a guy on my channel. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can find the video. They changed the thing around on the way the channel lays is outlaid. Okay, like I said, I think it was this one.
Look,
Okay, here comes some fear mongering.
you know what the reality is.
Okay, and I believe it was here. Uh-oh. Okay, so there is, let me see if I can do this right so that, okay, now there is a guy. And let me see if I can do this right. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so 13 days ago, Dr. Ronald Gaffaler wrote to me and he said, please get mental health help. Right here. All right, hold on. There's just too much glare. Make sure he comes in good. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Ronald, Ronald Gaffaler, Gefaller. So he tells me to please get mental health. And I write him back and I say, your advice is for me to get mental health, but not the racist ranting hatred in the video. Sounds like you're the one who needs the mental health help, Doc. as well as a tune up and a check up on your moral compass. Have a nice day. Because it's kind of blurry, and I didn't want to put anybody else in the picture. I think that's good enough to see what he's saying. Now, I put a heart by everybody in case people are wondering, why is there a heart by that reply? So many people write, I will lose track of who I reply to. So I put a heart, even if your comment is negative. This is so when I look down the page, I can eyeball it and I see who I responded to. So, for instance, I've responded to all these people, right? But if there's somebody on here that I haven't responded to, like this person and this person, that when I'm looking at the thing this way, I'll know I responded to all of these people, but there's two that I have not responded to. And so that tells me, because sometimes that thing that says only bring up the ones you responded to, sometimes it doesn't always work for me, depending on the video, depending on whether I'm making a comment or a reply or whatever. But that Dr. Ronald Jaffaller, hold on. All right. Okay, the Dr. Ronald Jaffaller person is I'm going to look up his license and see if he's actually a doctor. 18 people agreed with him. And I don't need any help to give my any mental health help. So if he is a mental health doctor, why is he on here trying to diagnose me as if I need some type of mental health for giving my opinion about what is being displayed in the news? This is being displayed in the news. Straps come down when I stand up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What is going on? Did I knock that? Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, what happened? What happened? What happened? Seriously. What's going on? Ah. It's always something. Always something. Now there's a lot of video for me to cut. There's a lot of video for me to listen to. Oh my goodness. I wish I could just. Anyway, my point was this doctor, I'm definitely going to look him up and look up his license and file a complaint, because you should not be telling me or anyone else to seek help unless you're our doctor. You certainly aren't my doctor. I've never seen you before. And this is another way where you have somebody say something to discredit someone else. So since you want to put your license on the line and tell people, the 13 people who hit the up button because they believe you, it's recorded now, that I need to seek mental health. You've not seen me. I'm not a patient of yours. And giving my opinion does not render me mentally incompetent in any way. Oftentimes, it is people who are educated and went to college, went to some secondary school, got degrees, who are murderers, rapists, liars, commit theft, insurance fraud, IRS tax fraud. It is you people who are the ones that are ruining this country with your greed and your immoral acts, but you hide behind a mask of, I'm a lawyer, I'm a judge, I'm a doctor, I'm a Supreme Court justice, but you all are the most moral bankrupt sons of bitches that exist. I'm a senator. And if we in America would stop voting for people based on their title, based on what college they've gone to, based on what group they belong to, and start putting into office, yes, people like me, people who have worked all my life, people with life experience, people who volunteered in the community, people who have lived through experiences and have experiences to share, so that I'm not making any rash decisions, so that I'm seeing both sides, so that I'm not letting somebody like Ben Shapiro tell me that everybody is a terrorist except for Israeli people. Everybody else is a terrorist. And if you say anything about anybody that is Jewish, you are anti-Semitic. It may have worked with Kanye, now known as Ye or Ye, but it will not work with Golda, known as Golda. Golda D. Harris, presidential candidate. Well, I will be next year. That's why you haven't seen anything posted yet. You just see me saying I am going to be doing it, and I will. Again, I don't know that I can say have a nice day, but I'm going to have a nice day. Everybody can't have a nice day because you all families are thrown into turmoil behind these people. But I will close out and say this. I believe that this whole thing was contrived. I don't believe that Hezbollah did this attack unplanned. I think it was planned. And I think that other people are doing things in addition to Hamas. Other people in the government, specifically in the Israeli government. Just like the lady said, the elderly lady that was released today, if you knew about these things and they were happening 3 weeks in advance, why did you wait until we were attacked? And that is what I said in my video. We're paying you all these billions of dollars every year. And you mean to tell me you didn't hear these people putting the bomb together? You didn't hear their conversations that they were going to plan an attack? If you don't hear the people right next door to you, how can you assure us that you can hear the whispers of who's going to blow up America? You can't even hear your goddamn neighbor. So why the fuck are we sending you $1 billion for interceptors when the people sitting right under you, literally right next door to you, was able to infiltrate your system? Like I said, I smell a rat. And the rats, one is American and one is Israel. And they're both presidents. These people will do anything to stay in power, including kill their own kind. Unfortunately, you may not be able to have a nice day, but I am going to have a nice day. So if you can, have a nice day.